Here are 11 signs that you may be an empath and what you can do about it. Hi everyone, Robert Zink, Miracle Mentor and Alchemy Life Coach. And today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals. So you may notice that you are one of those people that are a little bit different. And that's okay. You may be an empath, somebody that is sensitive, somebody that feels other people, somebody that's in touch with other people and other things' energy. And I say things because things have energy as well. So a strong empath might be able to hold a pair of keys in their hand and know a little bit about the owner. Or an empath might have kind of that empowered intuition where they just know that they know that they know something about someone. They can't explain it, they just know it. So I'm going to share with you 11 signs that you may be an empath and what you can do about it. Number 1, you are sensitive. I mean, you're a sensitive person and you know you're sensitive. And I think that's good. I think the world benefits by more sensitive people. Now, oftentimes people that are overly sensitive, that wear their heart on their sleeve, as they say, they're made fun of. You're just being sensitive. You're being too sensitive. The next time somebody says that to you, take it as a compliment. Being sensitive is a good trait because it means that you're being open to other people's feelings and energy and vibration, and sometimes they're painful to you, but sometimes they can be very pleasurable. At least you are reaching out through your sensitivity. Use your power of sensitivity to help others. 11 signs that you may be an empath, that you are in touch with other people's feelings. The next sign is you just crave alone time. It doesn't mean that you're a loner. There's a difference. But you need that time when you just sit with a good book and relax by yourself. Or when you take a long walk in the woods all by yourself. You love being with nature. You love being alone. You love feeling what you feel. And this gives you the time to understand what you feel, to interpret what you feel. So if you are an empath and you crave this alone time, I urge you to take it as often as you possibly can, because it will help you to understand more deeply what you're feeling and place an interpretation on it that you can later use to help yourself or others. High flyers, sign number 3 that you may be an empath is you just have this incredible intuition. And some people call it a gut level intuition. But I like to call it a gnosis intuition. And the word gnosis means to know. And you don't always know how you know. You know, we used to do some very, very deep meditations. And afterwards, we would look at each other and go, I know. In other words, we were in a state of consciousness that was beyond explanation. And that's the way it is with people that have incredible intuition. It's beyond explanation. And oftentimes, intuition comes when you least expect it. It doesn't always come on cue. As a matter of fact, most of the time, it doesn't come on cue. That's one of the problems I have with so-called psychics, is they are called to turn their intuition on cue, and it doesn't work that way. Now, if they would say, yeah, I'll do a reading for you, and I'll get back to you when I receive something, and it may be a day, 2 days, a week, a month, that would be different, but it doesn't work that way with most psychics. Sign number 4 that you may be an empath is that you are very open to creative energy. You love going to the art museum. You love being creative and looking for new ways to express yourself in how you dress, perhaps, how you decorate your home. You love flowers and color and the sky and the trees. You love nature, and you love looking for ways to incorporate that into your life. You're just extremely creative, and I think that's great because you're one of those individuals that we absolutely need. Look, I have 2 fish swimming. One is going this direction, one is going that direction. I'm a Pisces. And so part of me can be very, very creative, but the other part of me turns it off. It doesn't want anything to do with the creativity. But there are those people that are deeply creative. They have both fish or everything flowing in the same direction, and their whole life is about creativity. I've tried to balance my life so that at times my creativity, it just explodes. There it is. And at other times, I push it aside and say, not right now. Let's focus on something more pragmatic, something more tangible. I love creative people. If you're one of those people, there's a great chance that you're an empath. Sign number 5 that you may be an empath is you just love to listen to people. You get in a conversation, and it's not that you don't have something to say, because oftentimes your mind is working and you're thinking about different things, but they just don't seem important enough to speak, to verbalize. What's more important to you is you love to listen to people, and oftentimes you're not even listening to their exact words. You're listening, this is strange. You're listening to their energy. You're listening to the sound of their words. You're listening to their vibration. And this may be one of the ways that you connect with other forms of energy and other people. It's an incredible talent. You are a listener. High flyers, as a Pisces, I am very kinesthetic. And this is sign number 6, that you are kinesthetic. I am one of those people, and you may be too as well, that when I go shopping, I may see something that I like. And the very first thing I do is I feel it. I touch it. And if it feels good to me, then I may buy it. But if it doesn't feel good, no matter how good it looks, it's not something I'm interested in. And it's the same thing with a room. I can walk into a room, and if it has warm colors, if it's sparse a little bit, or if it's decluttered, I just feel a connection with the environment. I love my leather chair. I have several leather chairs, but I have one leather chair that I use for mentoring. And I'm constantly putting lotion on that leather chair to keep it nice and soft and pliable. So when I sit down in it, oh yeah, I just feel like I'm entering another state of consciousness. Kinesthetic people feel. They absorb reality through their feelings. As you use your feelings to absorb reality, to understand reality, you have the ability to share that, especially if you're also creative, with other people. If you're holding yourself back from that book that you've been wanting to write, from your acting career, from that song that you've been working on for a long time, if you're holding yourself back because it doesn't feel right, perhaps it's a confidence issue. Perhaps it's a belief issue. But the bottom line is you have tremendous power being a kinesthetic, and you can use that power in any way that improves your life and other people's lives as well. High flyers, sign number 7 is not one of the most positive signs, but it seems to go along with being an empath, at least for some empaths, and that is they have a certain amount of anxiety. And so oftentimes empaths either undereat, they're very, very skinny and frail, or they overeat, they're very heavy. And that's their way oftentimes of dealing with anxiety because they feel so much energy. They feel so much around them. And so my suggestion is to learn to develop more alone time where you sort out these feelings and clear them away. I think having some good clearing rituals, very, very important. If you are an empath, I highly recommend the lesser banishing ritual. The lesser banishing ritual clears out your space around you, puts you in a centered position, and you can see an example of the lesser banishing ritual by simply going to esotericgoldendawn.com. I think there's some examples of it there. It's in a number of books like Modern Magic by Donald Michael Craig. I would highly recommend that book. But if you're suffering from anxiety, you need some clearing rituals. You really do. Well, we're going through 11 signs that you may be an empath. And sign number 8 is that you love nature. I mean, you love the desert. You love the ocean. You love the mountain. You love the sky. You love the forest. Now, you may have preferences. There may be aspects of nature that you love more than other aspects of nature. I love water. I'm a Pisces. I'm living out here in the desert, but I need to get near water every now and then. It doesn't have to be the ocean. I love the ocean, but just being near water. So you may have your preferences, but you love nature. That's a wonderful power because you are a natural conservationist. You love nature so much that you're always looking after it, not only in what you do, but what you feel, what you believe, what you attract, and what you think. Sign number 9 is that you're a dreamer. You love to dream. You go to bed at night and, I mean, crank it up. It's dream time. And you have some very, very exotic, creative, incredible dreams. But high flyers, if you're a dreamer, whether you dream with your eyes awake or asleep, this is an incredible tool that you can use to change our world. Because it takes dreamers to make the world a better place. First, though, you must make a concerted effort to dream positive thoughts about your own life and your own direction, and then dream about other people and about the world. You have so much to give. You're an empath. You're sensitive. You're open. You love nature. And you are a dreamer. Sign number 10 is not an absolute. It's kind of a sign. Sign number 10 is the majority of people that are Pisces, Cancers, or Scorpios, water signs, tend to be empaths. That does not mean that a Leo or a Taurus, very strong cherubic signs, cannot be empaths. They can be. And there are several of them. It depends on how they were raised. It depends on perhaps a past life. It depends on their astrological sign. Depends on how you train yourself, your belief system. But most of the water signs in the zodiac, most of those people, not all, but most of them are empaths. And sign number 11 is you just feel called to be a healer. You are drawn to healing. You really struggle, perhaps, when you see someone hurting, someone in pain. And you feel that there is an energy, an invisible energy that flows within you, that gives you something to give to another human being to alleviate that suffering or that struggle or that pain. You are a healer. And I'm so proud that majority of people that are high flyers that subscribe to this channel have a desire to heal, either healing their own life first, healing their relationship, healing their business, healing the world. I love you. You are a healer. Well, listen, have a great day because you absolutely deserve it. Bye-bye now.